there, I'm doing the vlog today from my allotment because I've been spending a bit of time here recently, and it occurred to me that there was a few things that I left out in my last vlog in which I compared injuries to being like weeds. And yeah, I thought it'd be nice to do it from here, change the scenery and to illustrate some of my points more clearly. So anyway, to the point. So injuries being like weeds. Now, one key thing with weeds is that you have to get them out from the root, otherwise they keep coming back. Similarly to injuries, obviously, if there's a tight muscle, if you don't like fully release it, then it will just keep coming back. If you don't kind of realign the joints that are out of line, yeah, as I say, it'll just keep rearing its head. So you have to dig deep sometimes, or just dig in the right places with the right tools, which brings me to my next point, which is more with regard to the tools. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of acupuncture for some injuries. So I don't know if you ever had that yourself before. It's where you sort of get needles, or actually, rather than acupuncture per se, it's more like dry needling, because acupuncture is to do with all like meridians and energy lines, whereas dry needling, you just insert a needle into a tight muscle, and yeah, it just really, well, for me, I find it really helps it to relax, and you can get that release without a lot of the pain that you have to go through basically with massage if you were to like use an elbow, without a lot of the resulting bruising as well that can cause. So as I say, certain instances, particularly like around my hip, if I get needled in my glute, it's amazing. It just like releases it straight away, and what would take ages with like a painful deep massage, can just be released just with a quick, nice needle direct into the place where it's needed. And yeah, so with weeding, for example, there's sometimes there's beds that you have to be a bit more careful with if you're trying to remove a weed, because you don't want to disturb the other plants around. And actually, the bed just behind me here, can you see that? It's got loads of like leafy greens in it, and I weeded that the other day, and I couldn't just use my big sort of fork. I had to use this little one here, just to be a bit more accurate. Whereas I'm very ashamed to show you this bed, but I'm about to weed this bed here, which is full of weeds, as you can see, and I've got my big fork, sorry, I'm not good at this, to the ready here, so I can just basically go, well, hell for leather, that's the right word, on that. Now, yeah, another thing that occurred to me, that it's actually good for the soil to turn it over and to kind of aerate it, which is what weeding encourages you to do, especially in a situation like this. So likewise, if I were to sort of go more the sort of massage approach to an injury, and just like work all the muscles and things around the tight spot as well, the benefit of that, like a side benefit as well as releasing, is that you get a lot of like flushing through a muscle. So yeah, as I say, it's got dual benefit there. So yeah, it flushes out all the waste products, that kind of thing, helps with recovery. Final point is to do it in the right conditions can massively increase the efficiency and effectiveness of removing weeds. So if I were to do weeding when, you know, it sort of rained the day before and the soil was nice and moist, sometimes I can literally just come along and pluck a weed out without even having to use tools. Very satisfying. But other times, if the soil's a bit drier, a bit claggier, then it's a lot harder and you have to dig a bit deeper and use more energy. So the comparison with massage is what I actually used to do quite often on the way to physio would be if I was driving there, I would put because it's normally like my calves and Achilles that would always need the treatment, so I would put my heater on, fan heater, to heat up around calves and Achilles, and it just massively decreased the pain that I had to go through when the therapist started to work on them. Whereas if I did it from cold, it just made the process a lot more painful and it took a lot longer. So there we go. 3 more lessons from nature there. I'm sure there'll be more insights to come as I weed my way through the allotment, but yeah, I hope that helps anyway. Okay, have a nice day, evening, whatever. Okay, take care, bye bye.